France, where the Prime Minister says a teenage girl will be sued by the state for falsely accusing her head teacher of striking her in a heated exchange over her wearing an Islamic head covering. The head teacher insisted that the pupil remove her head covering inside the school in accordance with French law. He resigned after death threats circulated on social media. The Islamist threat to French schools is taken extremely seriously since the murder of 2 teachers. Officers found no evidence that the head teacher had struck the girl, and now Prime Minister Gabriel Attal has stepped in to say she's to be taken to court for making false allegations. I spoke to our correspondent in Paris, Hugh Schofield, who explained the background to the case.
Well, the background, which has been very much in the news of the last few days here, is this incident at a school in eastern Paris a month ago now, in which the head of this lycée stopped 3 girls in the school and said to them, "You've got to take off your Islamic head coverings in accordance with law." I mean, since 2004, those signs such as that of religious affiliation, as it's called, are not allowed in state schools. So he was doing his duty, told the girls to take off their head coverings. 2 of them complied, but a 3rd girl did not. And then in her version of events, there was then an altercation in which she said he pushed her and hit her on the arm. He denies that. She went online to spread that allegation, and as a result, death threats appeared online against the head teacher. And it all came to a head then this week because the head teacher decided to resign, and it gave as the reason fears for his own life. This is all taken extremely seriously here in France because 2 teachers have been murdered in recent times by Islamist radicals, and certainly in the first of those cases, it followed a campaign online based on something that a pupil had said. So you can understand perfectly why the head teacher felt extremely exposed and threatened. But of course, there's an outpouring of indignation across the country and in political circles that this is a kind of surrender instead of standing up to Islamist threats, as it seems. This man has given up for perfectly understandable reasons, but it's being interpreted as a terrible signal.
And so the teenage girl is now being sued by the state, briefly.
Well, I mean, this is the latest step. Gabriel Attal, the Prime Minister, has said that, yes, the girl will be taken to court for making false allegations. I mean, there are investigations underway. She alleged the assault, as it were, by the head teacher. That has been thrown out because there's apparently no evidence for it, no corroborative evidence. There are investigations into the posing of the death threats, and arrests have been made there. And now the state is taking her to court for making false allegations. So it's all intended to send a very strong signal back that this won't be tolerated.